Good morning, John. It's Friday. And today I'm gonna make a vlog after about 2 months. But guys, guess what? Seriously guys, pay attention. This is important stuff, alright? I'm back home! In fact, I've been back home for about a month and a half now. So it has been a while, but finally I have time. I've found time to sit down and talk into a camera for more than an hour. Yes, this does not mean that the video is an hour long. I'm gonna edit all the lame stuff out. So does that mean that the whole video is just... No. Stop. Okay, so that was random. Here I have a pair of glasses. Why? You ask? I have no freaking idea. So I am back in my home country, kind of my home country. It has been my home country for about 11 years now. It's so good to be home. That being said, I miss overseas so much. The States, Mexico, just life. It's just beautiful and I am just very nostalgic sometimes. So the last time I spoke to you was in fact before I went to New York. Essentially the plan was go to New York, then hit up Boston, then stop over in Chicago for all of 2 hours and then rock up in Mexico, like the country of countries, Mexico. That's exactly what we did. We hit up New York. New York was incredible. Sorry, I can't have not done that in this video. Yes, there are too many people who will just, yes. You know what the coolest thing is, right? I love the fact that you can go to cities and, you know, you would have heard so much about it. Like, everyone's talking about, like, the fashion and, like, you know, Times Square and the shopping and all of that. And then you just discover something about it that you just don't expect. It's not something that's outwardly shown. It's not something that's advertised much. But then you go there and you're, like, you just go into a trance because it's incredible. For me, that was the architecture. I love buildings. That sounds weird. It's true. I can't explain to you. Look, what I was expecting was go there and you see these ridiculously big buildings. Okay, that's the other thing. Holy crap. The buildings are so big. Oh my god. Like, okay, this is a building, right? And the person's like this big, probably even smaller, right? Just there. I don't even have words. Like, they're just big and you feel like an ant or like a sim, you know, like the Sims. You go there and I'm just walking down the street, right? And I'm fully expected to see all these buildings with just just like glass windows. And that was the kind of feel I got in Chicago. I mean, there were obviously lots of architecture-y stuff, but mostly it was that sort of feel. And I went here and I saw so many buildings that were just incredibly old. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, I love old things. I do. George Clooney is one of my favorite old things. I also really enjoy old music. Earth, Wind and Fire, man. And one of my favorite old things is buildings, okay? Architecture is my jam. I love it so much. I can't architize. Is that a word? That's not a word. Architize. What am I saying? I cannot design buildings. I will probably never be able to design buildings, but I love appreciating them. I do. I love appreciating them. I'm just like, man, building, you got it going on, all right? Like, I don't know what accent this is, but I don't care because you building, you are the one. You are the one and you just be proud of yourself. You're just incredible. Buildings need to be appreciated and that's exactly what I did. I was walking down the street and I just look up and just be mesmerized and just stand there for 40 minutes while there's like a whole line, 50 people behind me just being like, why is this girl standing here looking up at a building? Like, what are you doing? Like, walk, man. This is a footpath. It's not a standing path. I'm really good at insults. Seriously though, architecture, really cool. And I did buy a t-shirt and we ate pizza that was 4 times the size of my head and then we went on tour things on the bus which is like red and stuff. I love New York. It's so cool! From New York we took a bus to Boston and Boston, wow. Boston is a beautiful city. It's a very calm city. I like it. We stayed with my uncle who's my dad's brother and his family and he has 2 daughters who are incredible. They're just the most gorgeous girls. My auntie is like awesomer than awesome and then my uncle is also pretty awesome himself. So everyone is awesome. We had a good time. We just stayed with them. We went into the city center. We went and saw where the bombings happened. It was a completely different experience. They have on the road where the runners like come up, the road is painted and it says, you know, this is where it starts and it ends and you go there and you see the buildings around and stuff. It's kind of eerie, but at the same time you could just feel the hope when you went there. You saw there's like posters in the windows just being like, thank you for all the support we've had, for all the rebuilding efforts. If you walk down the road from the place, there's a beautiful church church right in the middle of the city center, and right in front they've actually set up and I'm not sure whether it's permanent or not, it might be permanent or they're trying to make it permanent. They've set up a memorial site and it's incredible. There's thousands upon thousands of messages and flowers and photos and all of this stuff that's just put there, and I don't even have words. Like, you go there and you walk through it and it's just, look, I won't lie to you, it's sad, and you have like the sense of, I guess you are humbled, okay, because there is so much love there, there's so much hope there. It's just a completely different feeling. The thing is, it's not all negative. You see so much optimism, okay? And for people who have gone through something like that, for people who have lost their family members, they've lost their friends, it's incredible. So that was really cool. Boston was amazing. We did a cruise of Boston Harbor. The skyline is gorgeous. It's really, really cool. And I think the harbor itself is actually a really big part of the whole economy of Boston. You know, like with the Boston Tea Party and stuff, we went and had a look at that. It's just a really chill city, and I really, really like it. Sound like a 5-year-old. I'm actually a 5-year-old. So after Boston, we went straight to Chicago for a stopover, literally an hour, and then Mexico. Now Mexico, what do I say about Mexico, alright? This country is actually just gorgeous. It's gorgeous, it's gorgeous, it's all sorts of gorgeous. It's more gorgeous than gorgeous. It's so gorgeous that it's gotten to a point where I'm saying that word and it doesn't feel like that word, and it's really, really weird. Now, you hear a lot of things about Mexico, but you don't hear how culturally rich it is. You don't hear how historically rich it is. You don't hear how incredible the people are, how their mindsets are just completely out of the ballpark. I mean, of course, any race is gonna have their pessimists, okay? It's gonna have people who don't live life the way it's meant to be lived. They're negative. They think about bad things all the time. You know, it's all about money, or it's all about material goods. But the people that I met are amazing. So let me start from the start. So we landed in Mexico City. Wait, before I go on, let me tell you something. I've made it clear that I have been taking videos, and I have been taking videos. I have a lot of videos. It's exactly what I told you last time as well, and it's still true. But the thing is, if I put all those videos into one video, or 2 or 3 or 800, there will never be enough videos. There's just not enough videos in the world. No, but seriously guys, I've made this idea. I'm gonna explain, gonna tell you about things that I've done. Just make it a normal vlog, just take it easy, just chillin', you know how it is, all good. And if I'm just gonna pull out old videos, like from Mexico and from Boston and from New York and from Chicago and from Michigan, and I'm just, it'll be good, alright? So it's nice. It's like a nice nostalgic flashback for me as well. And at the same time, you know, you guys are just seeing little bits of that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm just gonna talk to you. Because if I show you those videos, like all of them, you're probably gonna be here for a very, very, very long time. Like 800 years. Probably more than 800 years. Yep. So, back to Mexico!